How you doing? We're here with Ginger and Other Creations. I had my Christmas project just kind of plonk in my lap. I got asked to do my department's decoration competition thing for work, so I'm gonna paint an ornament. It gives me an opportunity to test out my knowledge of how to make thin wood not be warped in paint pouring. And it also tests my ability to do it in one go for something that I would normally do in several different layers. So let's get paint! Alright, cross you everything and hope that this sucker cooperates. This is a very thin piece of wood that I have been assigned to paint. I shellacked both sides last night, let it dry overnight, and I have black gessoed both sides, so I am hoping this won't warp, but I give it no promises. This is the opportunity I get to see if that trick does work. I am going to pour cup A all down. I am going to pour cup B across, and hope I end up with about a 2-inch band that I can kind of encourage to be straight in the end, to look straight in the end, with strategic placement of possibly paint pen and possibly glitter. And then I am going to slop a bit of space gray and some glitter across the end cap here to make it look vaguely metallic. Okay, I'm going to pour it out, stretch the hell out of it, get as much paint off of there as I can. Put the teal on, and then put the white where it's going to go and stretch that the best I can. Put a slop of the space gray across this and block this off, probably with my little ruler critter over there, or maybe some of this plastic or something. I will find something. And I will just pepper the hell out of it with lovely sparklies. Let's see if I can manage this, because that's a bit of a tall order, and this should be done multi-layer, but I've got like 10 days to do it, and I am not home for all of them. So I'm going to start right here. I am basically going to just straight pour the sucker, but I'm going to do it very, very, very slowly. I can already see that I wish I would have put more Paynes gray into it, but we've got enough paint to go around, so just be patient and wander it on down. Distributing just the crazy colors all throughout. And coming down to Dorado gold that end. Where do we go? We go that way, right? Always go that way. And it's kind of rolling over itself because I'm not using a base coat, of course. Right over that edge. And let's pull everything back this way. I think I'm going to pull this back this way and maybe chase it down, even though, you know, I had that goal of keeping that Dorado gold on that edge, but I don't think that's where we're going now. Alright, and let's push down this away. Whoa! Let's not roll that way. I've got to remind me I've got to keep my finger on the pulse of the project. Open up the flow. Pushing it downwards to that point. It is all opening up very, very nicely. Take a look at what we got. Now, we're going to be brave. And we're going to do our middle bit. I'm going to start here. I'm trying to get a roughly 2-inch strip of white that goes across the center. And I have no idea what colors are even going to be built into it, because I poured it a certain way, but we are doing our best to stamp that out. Alright, now quickly and gently just encourage this band to flow. It's dragging a lot of stuff with it, but that is why I'm going to clean it up with glitter later. Run it back best we can. That's not terrible. So I'm going to be looking to do probably a very thick band of... I may take some paint pen, black paint pen, I would imagine, and come across and do a nice straighter line, across the top and across the bottom, and then just cover it with Elmer's glue wall and give it a nice big streak of some kind of gold or bronze glitter. I think that's going to be my goal going forward, but I'm happy with this so far. This has good bones. Alright, so let's get our space gray on, and we will just put it on across like that, and it's going to kind of seep where it wills. I want to encourage it a little bit farther to this edge because I can see a little bit of green where I definitely don't want it. I forgot to add our friend the teal. Our friendly teal. Okay, so blocking off and of course I still landed a bit of it in that white, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. That right there is why I wanted to hit it with the sparklies first, but I didn't, so, you know, pay the price. As long as this doesn't spread much further, I like the way this looks because it looks like it's got this little protruding cap like baubles like this tend to. That's nice. I apparently flirt with danger all the time. Need to clear out that hole because I do want it to still have a displayable hole. I'm going to put some ribbon through that. It came with like some of that jute cord or something like that, and that stuff is just awful. So I am getting some ribbon and make it less so. Kiss it with fire. I imagine that I'm going to use this as my stripes, so I'm going to just put a little bit of it right here at the bottom. Build up a little bit so that it will draw everything together. And I strangely feel compelled to put a tiny bit of it right up here along the collar as well. And here we are, this so far half-baked bubble. We have our little glittery bit. Moving up this way, we've got tons of depth and flow coming in the green. Who knows what that white will end up turning out to be. I think I see a little flare of the red going on right on that edge if you look really carefully. This lacing is amazing. I love that. That is my favorite square inch. We've got our black and white glitter up at the top there. We've got some blue lightning going on. Love that so much. Coming back around here. It went quite well, if I do say so myself. And yeah, it's a little rough right now, but oh boy, a couple of days, I'm gonna go crazy on it. Stay tuned for the direct result. A lovely bit of absurdity we've got here. This is called Happy Grinch-mas. Why? Because only the Grinch or a microbiologist would put human pathogens on their Christmas bauble. Let's go in for a close-up. We've got wonderful, wonderful lacing. I'm impressed with how much that space gray just spread, but it went symmetrical enough that it looks like it could be the end cap to the bauble. Got the bronze going on, lovely lines, a little bit distracting with the turquoise glitter, but that's okay. Let's move right on down. That glacier blue lacing, little highlights of the bronze. Lovely, lovely. And then we move into the middle. We've got the iridescent effect. If you can see it from this angle, it's just kind of, I don't even know what to say. It's got all kinds of colors in it. It's got flow. Lovely, lovely. We have a flu virus. We've got listeria. We have giardia. I know it looks like a little cave painting, but giardia actually does kind of look something like that. We've got Pseudomonas, and we have a Staphylococcus, or I guess it could be a Streptococcus. We don't discriminate around here. So there we have it. Happy Grinch-mas. Wishing all you happy holidays, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Colors, colors, colors. Let's see what we've got. We've got Marte light green, Creative Inspirations Viridian, Arteza pale green, Arteza pearl glacier blue, Artist Loft aqua green. This is Decoart emerald. There was so little in the container that I just decided to go with it. Creative Inspirations Paynes gray, Decoart aged bronze, and a little tiny bit of Chroma molten metals Dorado gold. That is going to be the body of the project. I also want a strip of our white appearing-ish, white adjacent pearl colors, red, violet, yellow, green, blue. Where'd my white go? Don't forget the white. We are, well, you've already seen what we're going to do, so we're going to put together a cup. I get ahead of myself because I do this, I filmed this first, but it's last, and you already know what happened. It's a thing that puts me in a tizzy anyway. Where do we start? I am kind of vaguely hoping to get a metallic at that point, at the end of the thingamabobber, the bauble, when I pour it. So I am going to put a generous dollop of that Dorado gold right in the bottom. See if we can get there with that. I will go into the Viridian. I am going to try to do gentle layers. I did put a generous amount of that Dorado gold, but that's because if you've watched me before, that sticks in the bottom of the cup. A lot of that gets lost. You may not even see it because it does hang out in the bottom of that cup. I am trying to do, yes, very delicate layers so that we get a lot of visual interest in a little bit of space. little bit of Amsterdam titanium white. Just for a little bit of interest. Kind of maybe tie a little bit of it together. All right, let's go crazy with this thing. If you've stuck around this long, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.